Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Psychic Cowgirl podcast, where grounded, practical intuition is part of my everyday ranch life and your everyday life, however that looks as well. We believe that the practical can meet the magical, and that when we give ourselves the gift of being here right now, listening, connecting, and learning, it's a form of self-care and kindness. I'm your host, Shannon Lackman, the Psychic Cowgirl. I'm here to support you in tuning in to your intuition, create more awareness in your life through mindfulness, and help you to be connected with the wisdom of the universe, infinite spirit, that you do have access to, but we don't always know how to acknowledge or trust. This is your time and space to breathe, to settle, and to explore the energy, guidance, and very much cosmic nudges that are shaping our world. I invite you to pull up a seat, take a nice grounding breath in, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Allowing your shoulders to soften, your energy to release, and let's ride into the heart of what the energies of the universe have to share with us right now. Welcome to the magic. How's your week going? Mine has been interesting as usual. I'm in a bit of a transition period because I have a spare house, and that has been my healing house for the last almost 20 years. And I had to move out. I got to move out, let's say, because my oldest son is moving in. And man, it's amazing the amount of stuff we collect. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do with the store that I had in there. So far, I've packed it up and then figure out what's next with that. And so it's interesting. And I know that I'm not the only one going through some transitions, some recalibrating, if you will, and looking at the practical realities. Do I want to keep doing this? How is this going to look moving forward? Our world has changed a lot in the last 20 years since I started this. And don't get me wrong, it was delightful. It was fun. I had a great experience having my own store. But now that part is over. And I got to figure out how I'm going to move forward with it. It's fun. It's interesting. It's bringing up more things than I was, anticipating, which is okay. This whole year, the Fire Horse is about adapting, right? Having our creativity enhanced so that we can find different kinds of solutions. And yeah, it's interesting. Our boundaries are our boundaries are tested often. Yeah. But we go through this, all of us, in some way or form, right? Every once in a while, I have a big chat with myself if I want to continue the podcast. I weigh, you know, do I still enjoy it? Can I find things to talk about? Do I want to put the time in? And the answer to all of those is yes. But we need to reevaluate now and again, and the energy for that is strong right now. So if you're in that, You're not alone. Take it step by step, piece by piece. That reminds me, the oracle card today was Flow from the Sacred Destiny Oracles, and it's perfect. I'll read you my take on the card. A meandering river doesn't move in a straight line. It curves, bends, and shifts direction as it flows forward, bringing life, nourishment, and healing wherever it goes. Nature doesn't resist the flow, it responds to it. This card is a reminder that not every path will look linear or perfectly planned. Sometimes, or a lot of the time, healing, growth, and forward movement happen through the bends and unexpected turns. These are the moments to hold steady, and then there are moments to soften and let life guide you forward. Right now, you are being invited into the flow to release old patterns, coming up a lot right now, to loosen your grip on needing to be right, which will lead me into my follow up from last week's podcast, and to trust where life is naturally trying to move. So here's my psychic cowgirl magic advice. Notice where you're forcing, gripping, or resisting. Ask yourself, what would feel lighter here? Release the need to control every outcome. That one can be challenging. And practice gratitude for what is already flowing well. Notice what you notice, appreciate, celebrate all the stuff I preach to you, right? Flow doesn't mean giving up. It means working with life instead of against it. Sometimes the greatest healing happens when you stop fighting the current and allow yourself to move with it. Isn't that so very true? This gives us an opportunity to look at why we're resisting perhaps something's changing, why it feels how it does. So packing up my store part was interesting for me because I haven't given it a lot of attention and energy. People want to come out, but my life is too busy. And then we had some renovations to do. And so I actually energetically gave it up a while ago, but then the practicality and the actual packing up of it was a little bit emotional. Even though I'm very delighted for my son and his next chapter of life, still, it was interesting. It was interesting that I was feeling a certain type of way. I actually surprised myself, and that is actually pretty cool when you still have the ability to surprise yourself and go with it. Feel what you feel, know what you know, see what you see, hear what you hear, and then just work through it. It'll be okay. It was very interesting though. When I was actually doing the packing up, it was like, let's get this done. It was like the time before and after, when you have those moments is interesting. And I'm somebody who likes change. So if I wasn't somebody who embraced change, it would be significantly harder. So all of you that are in that space, I'm sending you a great big huge blessing because it is a challenge. So last week we talked about boundaries and a little situation I was in. And yeah, it was interesting. So magic happened because I mentioned it on the podcast, I guess. It's not the first time that that's happened, actually. And I did get an acknowledgement, but it came with a request. And man, did it feel transactional. But because I had talked about boundaries on the podcast earlier that day, my answer to the request was, let me check my schedule. And I did internally giggle to myself because I just talked about that. And I did turn down doing the request. Number one, it wasn't really a match. And number two, it felt so transactional. And then I had sent a message. I said that I was busy, which I was. And then I pointed out some other things that I was concerned about. And so we have a meeting today, and I'm very happy about that because let's get this all cleared up. Let's clear the air. Let's figure out this all out. But I got to tell you, so it was feeling bumpy, and it doesn't just involve me, it also involves somebody I love. And so I did big energy clearings on a situation. Holy hay crops, did that ever shift the energies? Huge. So I'm very curious now because I did that. It took me 2 hours. So there was definitely stuff going on there. And like, I'm trying to think how I can put into words what I did with the energy clearing because I'm trying to be courteous and respectful. At the same time, there was definitely some negative energies being sent our way. Petty was one of the words I used in the clearing. And so I did that and I checked some other clearings and they weren't present, so I was very happy about that. But then I had to do some of them twice because they didn't feel like it got it all, and it was pretty sluggish. So whatever the reasoning is, it's there. It's real. It was validated. And so I'm just looking forward to having the conversation and clearing the air and see how we're going to move forward. Because I don't know the other person well enough to know if it's intentional, subconscious, because maybe stuff's going on in her life. I don't know. And I don't need to know. What I need is for something to change because it's upsetting somebody I love. And it will today, however it plays out. It's very interesting, though, especially when I got the "I'm sorry you're feeling that way." Yeah. What is that apology signifying? The non-apology? Yeah. That I'm not taking accountability for any of this. You're just being whiny. You know, I'm sorry you're feeling that way is like one of the biggest non-apologies. Isn't that what life coaches and psychologists say? It's interesting and very defensive. Let's just have a conversation then. Yeah. Again, life has these twists and curveballs, and it's strange to me because I just don't understand why it's necessary. I'm volunteering my time, my skills, which, as you all know, are a lot, my energy, and yet the message that is being sent out about it is the opposite of appreciation. And I don't understand why. But I will later, so that's cool. And along those same lines, the energy shifting magic that's happening tonight is we're going to shift, lift, and release any stuck unhealthy energies of obligation, because that can mess us up, right? And invoke the power of saying no to people and situations with grace, clarity, and confidence. I just practiced that and it felt great. Plus, we'll do the blessing boost because we need to connect our energy to as much positive possibilities, experiences, and opportunities as we can find. And I think part of the issue that can happen with that is that we're just not noticing. Because as we all know, when negative things are happen, we obsess, we get stuck. We don't always notice the good stuff because we're so stuck in dealing with the negative stuff. And we need to be able to balance both, juggle both. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So don't forget to sign up for that. And today's meditation is going to be you're not for everyone because it's true and it's okay. And being able to have boundaries and being able to stand firm in your clarity and confidence and just knowing you're not for everyone, but you are definitely valuable and worthy, even though, right? That would be a good emotional freedom technique tapping. And so that's what we're going to do today. All right, well, let's do that. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly and gently. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your energy settle like warm honey. Another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your whole body starting to relax, the way the land softens after a long rain. You are safe here. You are held here. You are seen here. Now, take 3 deep, soul-filling breaths, as deep as you can, as gently as you can. Letting each one signal to your whole being that it's time to settle, to release, to let go. As your breathing finds its natural rhythm again, allow yourself this gift, this moment of spaciousness, to simply be and breathe, breathe and be. Now visualize or imagine a gentle, warm, balmy breeze, the kind that whispers through the prairie at dusk, soft, steady, and full of ancient knowing. Feel that breeze drifting around your head, your neck, your shoulders. And with every breath, as this breeze moves around you, there's a natural releasing, a soft letting go, your body becoming more comfortable with every inhale, every exhale. The breeze glides across your upper back, circling around your chest, a warm, nurturing presence. sweeping down your arms, your hands, your fingers, melting tension, inviting ease. And you might even wonder, with a smile, am I breathing the breeze, or is the breeze breathing me? With each breath, the breeze continues its slow, soothing circuit around your mid-back, your solar plexus, drifting you deeper and deeper into this relaxation. This warm, balmy breeze moves through your lower back, around your belly, releasing, softening, letting go. Breath by breath, you grow more comfortable, more settled. The breeze moves down through your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and finally, all the way through your feet. With every breath now, you're becoming completely, beautifully at ease, calm, grounded, and thoroughly relaxed. You are one with the breeze, and the breeze is gently moving all around and all through. Supportive, spacious, soft, so that at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, you drift into deep, deep relaxation. I invite you now, visualize, imagine, or feel you're standing in an open landscape, wide, spacious, peaceful. This is your soul's territory. Nothing here is rushed. Nothing here is forced. Everything just is. Ahead of you, you see a soft, shimmering light, your true north, your soul's direction, your deepest alignment. It glows with a steady, gentle radiance, not demanding, not pushy, just quietly calling you home to yourself. Walk toward it slowly. With each step, you feel your energy returning to you. Every piece you left behind in old relationships, old expectations, old versions of yourself, call it back now. Whisper to yourself, I return to me. As you get closer to your true north, imagine a warm breeze brushing past you. This breeze carries away all the opinions, judgments, misunderstandings, and mismatched energies of people who were never meant to walk your path. Feel the release, feel the freedom, feel the lightness. You don't have to carry any of that. You never did. Now, place your hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm, ancient, wise, unwavering. Say softly in your mind or aloud, I am not for everyone. I am for the ones who see me. I walk in my truth. I shine in my magic. I face my true north. Take a deep breath in. Let it fill your whole chest with renewed strength. And exhale, letting every bit of old energy fall away. Now, look up at your true north again. Notice how it shines even brighter now because you are no longer dimming yourself to make others comfortable. Feel your feet ground into the earth. Feel the universe supporting you. Feel your soul claiming its space. You are whole. You are radiant. You are aligned. And you are absolutely, unapologetically yourself. Stay here for a few breaths. Be and breathe. Breathe and be. Simply receiving. Soak in this energy to every cell of your being. Nice. When you're ready, slowly give yourself a nice breath in and let it go. Wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders, and I'm going to count you out. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, feeling relaxed, feeling rejuvenated, and 5. Come back into the room, carrying this energy of your true north with you. You got this. Welcome back. Remember this truth. You are not for everyone, and that is exactly why your magic works. Your authenticity is your lighthouse. Your weirdness is your medicine. Your presence is your power. Walk your path with confidence. Let your people find you by your light and keep being the brilliantly soulful, delightfully weird, utterly magical being you are. Thank you for listening to the Psychic Cowgirl podcast. Until next time, stay intuitive, stay magical, and stay true to your wild, beautiful self. You know, in this chaotic world, cultivating our mindful self awareness and knowing that it's okay if you're not for everyone, that it's okay to say no, that it's okay to have boundaries, and just taking that time to remind ourselves that we got this. We can do this, and giving more time, attention, and energy to the things that bring us good vibes than we do to the things that bring us negative vibes. And sometimes that means going with the flow. Sometimes that means a perspective shift. Can we change our perspective on what's happening or how we're reacting so that it is better for us? because sometimes we just can't change what's happening. So we have to adapt and change our perspective. We can do this. And when it gets to be too much, book a soul session. And I can help you do this. So I'm going to wrap things up now. Thank you for riding along on today's journey. If this episode sparked some awareness, some comfort, some clarity, and hopefully magic, I'd love for you to share it with someone who would enjoy it. Remember, your intuition is a knowing, and it gets even better when you pay attention and you have that awareness. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel, notice what you notice. Watch for those synchronicities, watch for those signs. And every time you pause, take that breath and tune in for yourself, you are going to strengthen your intuitive connection. So you can find more Psychic Cowgirl magic, guidance, energy support, sessions on the website, on social media. I'm in, I'm out. I'm busy. Calving is almost done, so now is just the fun parts, enjoying them all. Until next time, friends, stay brave, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep trusting the wisdom you have access to. Your trail ahead is guided. You're never riding it alone. Again, feel what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear, know what you know. You got this. Hugs and lots of blessings.